This is RadioFire.com. I go by the name of Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. We are welcoming a special guest. You've been here a couple times, so I don't know how, but you haven't been to this spot yet. But Ray Vic in the building.
Yeah. What's up?
How's it going?
Man, I'm cool, man.
All right, so how long have you been putting it down with the music?
Man, like I started taking it like really serious, like it's something like that I knew that was it since like probably like 2000. But like, you know how back in the day you're a kid, you're in middle school, you're in elementary school, and you play with it, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm from that era, so you know, you play with it, you hear Flojo, you know what I'm saying? You hear Black Sheep and you write down the lyrics and all that and you memorize that so you could, you know, that's what we did when we was kids. So that kind of like evolved into me wanting to write my own stuff, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, from then, but really started taking it serious like around 2000. Like, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm doing. You know?
Yeah, and so you've seen hip hop go through so many different changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I was talking to one of my best friends earlier today, and we were talking about Diddy's tour, the Bad Boy tour, and how I was excited about it, and I liked the energy that was going. And you know, I said that I didn't realize it in the 90s, but I think I took the music for granted. Like I thought music was gonna always be like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just like in the 80s, it was good. I was young, and then in the 90s is really when I came of age.
Yeah.
And I just thought that the music was gonna always be like that.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe like around 05 is when I think that the big switch came to more from what we have now.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this generation is gonna look at this music as fondly as we do music from the 90s. And that's my opinion, of course. What music do you listen to when you're trying to get in the space of recording or getting motivated?
Like nowadays it's hard for me though, cause now it's like, all right, like me making music, I always like to pick the beats what I think everybody else picking over or skipping over, cause I feel like I could just take that and turn it into, you know what I'm saying, what it's supposed to be. Like I try to go as left as possible, but I ain't gonna lie, like past years, like just listening to music that's out now, or you know, things that came about within the past couple years, it's like, other than maybe motivating myself, it takes me longer to get motivated because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't want to get caught in a specific sound.
Right.
You know, I want to remain authentic as possible. Like for instance, like somebody like Fab. He's still relevant as he is, still, you know, keep putting out the quality product, but never get stuck in the sound. He'll take parts of a certain sound that's whenever the time is,
right, and
then just add it to whatever he gonna bring to the table. So that's what I kind of, you know, try to do, like without getting stuck, because it's so easy to get stuck, you know. And then next
like
thing
with
you know,
a certain sound, and
yeah,
when that wave is over,
certain cadence, certain, you know what I'm saying, and then next thing you know, you sounding like everything else. So you know, and that's something that can hold you up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know.
Yeah, I definitely see that. So to somebody that's never heard you before, and they're just seeing you now for the first time, right, how would you describe your sound?
Like with me, I'm all flow. I love it. It's all right. So I take a certain type of beat, and I like to ride the beat. I like to go off the drums. I like to go off the melodies. Not like saying like, you know, like a sing-songy type thing, but really like cater my bars, my structure off of the melody and like, you know, the rhythm, more so the rhythm than anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's how most of my cadences, you know, come about. So it's like with me, I'm more so of I always like to pick what somebody might say like a hard beat or, you know, trap beat, whatever, but really spit on it, like really saying something, like kind of like going against the grain. Because if you could take, of course, people gonna listen to the beat off top, but most songs ain't nobody really saying nothing anyway. Like honestly, that's just think about it. You know what I'm saying? People could, debate that all they want. Oh, they said this. It really ain't saying too much. But if you could take something that's gonna catch people attention and really spit, you know what I'm saying? Then that right there really shows somebody your true talent. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm more so of the type of lyricist that I just wanna have some type of jewel within whatever I'm saying. Whether it be like, the negative aspect of hip hop, rap, whatever, or whether it be, as people might say, conscious. You know what I'm saying? So that's more so.
So do you consider yourself a conscious rapper?
Conscious, as in I think about what I say. You know what I'm saying? Not more so the label or the box people try to put backpack rappers or conscious rappers, because conscious is, that's it. You just aware of what you're saying, pretty much. But people made this whole thing of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like people call Kanye a backpack rapper. He was never a backpack rapper for what people made it up for it to be. You know what I'm saying? He was the first J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? That's who inspired J. Cole and gave people, them and Drake the courage to really be themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, let's stay on Kanye for a second. So I mean, you've seen the progression of Kanye from just producer Kanye to what he is now. What are your thoughts? Is he in a good space? Is he in a bad space? Like what are your thoughts on Kanye?
I think Kanye always wanted to be a rapper. Bottom line, like I think he probably, started making beats so he can make his own beats. You know what I mean? So he wouldn't have to go through the, going to a producer and try to, that's just my assumption. Just by the way he rap, he's such an MC. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was making beats, the story, like people wasn't trying to hear that. They just liked his beats. Like I watched the Cam interview, and Cam said he remember when Kanye was rapping right in front of Jay, and Jay just on his phone, and Cam said he was just thinking like, he really saying something. You know what I mean? So I think he always wanted to be a rapper, but finally somebody opened up and really listened to him. And, because I don't think he ever was going to be just a producer. You know what I'm saying? Just by seeing his passion in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like with him, Kim Kardashian and involved in that Hollywood lifestyle, does that negatively impact the music or how people receive him, in your opinion?
I mean, that's just what you get. That's what come with it. I mean, think about it. If you or me, we get to that certain point in our career and we start dating a high profile, any type of chick, that's going to come with it. So as long as he keep, putting out that music and, everybody keep taking to it, people going to continue to say whatever or do whatever, or, chastise him for anything. But he putting out music. So he kind of shutting up the naysayers, like all that bad press or whatever he was getting before Pablo. He dropped Pablo and what happened? Set records again. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of shut everybody up for real. Everybody who was hating Kanye was saying, oh, but I like his music or whatever. And that's all he want.
Right. Absolutely. So as far as this Baltimore scene, you've been involved in the Baltimore scene, very active. Mm-hmm. You're going to be leaving.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that and what brought that on.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at it like it's just a certain point in time when with anything you want to do, like whether you're an actor, comedian, a chef, or so you want to be a celebrity stylist, like you got to venture out. You can't be stuck in just one place all your life because you're never gonna make it like that. I mean, in my opinion, some people do, but just in my opinion, to the level that I'm trying to get, like you gotta explore. It's a big world out there, and it's a lot of money out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the opportunities that would present itself somewhere else might not be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so for me of, just settling in a neutral place where everything is around me that I need with the quality resources. You know what I'm saying? Of course, coming back and forth, take care of whatever, because still, even going to that place, I can't stay in that box. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go West Coast, you know what I'm saying? I might go Canada or something, wherever, whatever I got to do. But it's just a new central location for me to you know what I mean, get the quality resources that I need in a certain look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure that you want to infiltrate that market down there. Are you looking to sign with a label?
Well, whatever makes sense. Basically, I'm not Xing out nothing out. Like, you know, you hear a lot of artists say, you know, I'm gonna be independent. I ain't never signing with no label. When that right paperwork and that right check come in your face, you gonna sign it. Like, please believe. Like, hey, that anybody saying they ain't going, you know, especially if, all right, for instance, if you get to the point where you like Joey Badass or Troy Ave or something like that, independent, or even better, what's homie name? I forgot where he's from. The dude, what's the rapper name? Like the biggest independent dude. I can't remember his name. I got a brain.
You said the biggest independent?
Yeah, one of the he one of the top independents. I think he's from the West Coast too.
And he's from the West Coast. What did he do?
West Coast. I can't remember his name. It'll come back to me. But I'm just saying, to that level where you making $2-3 million a year doing tours and stuff like that and putting on your own stuff and on your own. Okay, yeah, you talk that, you don't need no label. But if you ain't at that level, you gotta take what's gonna help you get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? If not, you just pretty much stuck in your own time warp, your own frame of mind, like, you know. So whatever makes sense to me, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're not taking anything off the table. No,
never. And that's how you have people looking at you like you crazy when they trying to offer you something. I mean, everything ain't gonna be the best situation, but you gotta weigh your balances. Say, well, if I take this might not be what I want, but it can help me get to this step, and so on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as the Baltimore connection, how do you think people are gonna feel about you branching out?
I don't care, you know, cause then I get sucked in what other people thinking about, and those people, same people with whatever type feelings they have, they in that box. You know, everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but it's a large percent of people who stuck on that hood celebrity or you know that local fame. Like, I'm not a local artist. I'm not a local man at all. You know what I'm saying? So you'll never get nowhere. Like, all right. You know, Maryland only have like, you know, a couple million people in population, but we still got a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? Well, not necessarily a whole nother world, but you got so many other states and then, you know, other countries that you got several more millions and billions of people to reach. So like this little place right here is just one place. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time you got people with their opinions, or they say they heard about, you know, somebody might not been working out for somebody else, but it's all a case by case situation. You get what you put in for real. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Nipsey Hussle, was that?
It wasn't, but I bang with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, he's definitely
doing
this
it's
thing.
the dude that be wearing the face paint.
Oh, is he? I don't know if he's West Coast. Well, he's Midwest. He's Midwest. Tech Nine.
That's it. That's it. Like, I'm not like.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I think he dope. I'm not like a Tech Nine fan, but I think he dope. Like, I think what he put out there is like definitely high quality. You know what I'm saying?
He has a whole movement.
Yeah,
you know? A whole movement. He has a very loyal fan base.
Yeah.
So that definitely to be respected. You mentioned his name. I definitely had him on my list. Troy Ave.
Yeah.
And what Troy Ave is going through, I guess one of the downsides to this game. Well, from what you, of course, the case is still pending, but from what you've seen, what does it appear to be to you?
I have no idea. The whole situation is like so unfortunate because it's like you got what we seen on tape, but then you got the media. Of course, you know they gonna portray it left anyway off top. So you got that little piece of whatever we saw with that, with all the other negativity that he had coming his way. You know, it's like it's messed up, especially for the you know, lives been passed and, you know, people been affected. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. You know, his friends, his people who he feeding. I'm pretty sure he's feeding a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just, you know, watching it unfold. Like, you know, hopefully it ain't what it appears to be, but you never know. And he in that New York too. So, and you know how many people from other places and, you know, then came and caught charges in New York and really had to do bits in New York and they ain't even from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just as far as, you know, how they gun laws is and stuff like that. And he lived there. So, you know, they've been on his back forever. You know what I mean? Now, I bang with Troy Ave too. Like, a lot of people don't. I really like Troy Ave because I like his music and I like his heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I always rooted for him. I wanted to see him win. But, you know, it's just one of them situations that you find yourself in sometimes. You know, if you don't think about certain things or, you know, try to step back when something's going on like that and really look at the picture, and it's really hard to do that, then you can find yourself in a situation like that. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So switching gears for a minute, back to ATL. Is there, and I know you don't have to put out your whole plan, but is there producers down there you want to work with or DJs you want to link up with?
Yeah, like, well, I got a couple producers down there that I'm already working with, but right now it's just thing of me networking and meeting new people and finding a new sound for real. Like, well, not necessarily a new sound, but different sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to work with different producers with totally different sounds. Like, you know, from like the joint I got Champagne for my campaign. It's like that beat is so unorthodox. To the point, like, one of my homies, when I first did it, and he told me, he like, yo, like, I don't know how you did that, but whatever you did that, you know, as far as bouncing off the beat and all that, he was like, that was it. And I like really like left field tracks like that to whatever you might hear now, like a Future type beat or Drake type beat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I just want that versatility to stay, you know what I'm saying? Cause that keep you less boring. You know, you put less people to sleep like that. You know?
And that's definitely something that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Putting people to sleep. A lot of your songs, like you said, you filter in some social commentary, and things like that. What are your thoughts on the officers with the Freddie Gray trial? How do you see this ending?
I mean, the way it look now, it don't look good. But, you know, anything can happen. You never know. But just with the whole politics, the you know, what they call it, the code of blue silence or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying? With just the whole everything, and it being election year, and them trying to make examples out of certain things, and, you know, so what? You know what I'm saying? They might throw a couple million, you know, to the family or whatever. That still don't bring that person back. And at the end of the day, you know, of course, you definitely want to be compensated for what happened. But the real justice is seeing, you know, whoever's really accountable for the situation, you know, took them behind bars. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just one of them things that we see every day that just happen and keep happening. The same thing with Sandra Bland. Like, you know, it's a given. Politics is money. Like, that's what it's all about, you know? And it's a chance that all of them might get off, for real. I think maybe one or two might get some type charges, but I don't even think they're gonna be, you know, I think they're gonna be dumbed down for real. So
I mean, it's sad state of affairs.
And then, you know, like, some people might hear this and say, well, that's a negative way to look at it, but let's be real, like, you can't be green about politics and certain things that go on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's really what happens every day. We've seen it so many times. It's not going to be over. It's just going to get worse. So just being real about the situation, like, you know.
Yeah. Another person in the news, I want to get your thoughts on Donald Trump.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, this is just a business venture for him. In my opinions, my thoughts. This is great marketing from him. Even when he don't win the presidency, he gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? You got so many other people in the world that's just like him. That this was just it just seemed like a huge radio campaign for whatever the next thing he gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like just look at everything in the mix. Like, you know, like how they portray the president to be so, perfect. You supposed to be married. Certain things you do in the past, they pull it up. His financial situation, he done filed bankruptcy, I think 4 or 5 times. Like they allowing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's like I think the role of the president, or at least the integrity of the presidency, is going down the drain. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this just seemed like a promotion for him. Like past year and a half, couple years, like that's in everybody's mouth every day. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. So that's only gonna make his bank account full. Like really, it's about business. Like the way you talk about going in certain countries and just taking certain things, self-explanatory to me.
Do you think he's gonna be the president?
I don't think so, but the way this world is going, anything's possible. Anything's. I really think Hillary going to win it because it's just time for that whole first woman president. I mean, look how everything being set up. We just had the first black president. So now, it's going to be a first woman president. You know what I'm saying? So, politics better than a lot of people. So, it's just part of the whole game, Yeah.
It's like you said, anything can happen. I used to say that Trump was unelectable.
Yeah.
I had no idea he would be able to make it as far as he has.
Yeah.
And he is literally like halfway there. Like he's more than halfway there. I mean, it's going to be between him and Hillary
in the finals.
Yeah, he's right. He's in the finals. Yeah, and that's good. Speaking of the finals,
yeah.
Who's taking this? We got a rematch.
Yeah.
From last year.
Yeah.
And speaking of people I didn't think was going to be here, Golden State in the last series, I thought they were done.
Yeah.
They was down.
Yeah.
They came back and punched them boys in the mouth. And I don't know. So where do you see this going?
I'm not putting money on nobody. It's
I like both teams though.
Yeah, and me too. Like I want to see Cleveland get one because I've been seeing, Cleveland get beat up on since Jordan,
right.
Hit that shot. And they've been down the drain since then. So the fact that Braun's back and, just for the whole nostalgia of it, like, I would like to see that as a fan of sports, make a great story.
Yeah.
But even game 1, Clay and Steph, they wasn't even 100. That was the bench.
Right.
So it's like, oh, the bench playing like that too? So by the time Clay and Steph, want to throw up a couple shots, wild shots, and it'd be 30 of them in a row.
Like 3 or 4 games to do that.
That'd be sickening. I don't want to see LeBron lose, but bad enough, I don't want to see him lose bad. If it's a good series and they neck and neck and they lose, okay, cool. But I don't want to see them get slaughtered. And Golden State has the potential to slaughter them.
Yeah, and the thing about it is I like LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is last year, the thing was we hurt.
Yeah.
We hurt.
Yeah.
That's not, you can't say that now.
Yeah.
So now it's going to come down to, you got outplayed or you didn't.
Yeah.
And so, maybe they're going to make some adjustments though.
Yeah.
But I like both teams, so it don't matter to me either way.
I want to see J.R. Smith get one too, because I just like his spirit. Like, he remind me of AI. Like that.
He's
spirit.
A bad boy.
Yeah, he is. Same way with Westbrook. I wanted Westbrook to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Because he remind me of a throwback Charles Barkley. Just, I miss that, intensity and that thoroughness in basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I hope they win though. But if Golden State win, they deserve it, of course, without a doubt. It's nothing you can say about them. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. So Gucci Mane,
mm-hmm.
when he came home, he went straight to the studio.
Yeah.
And laid down a short song that's got a lot of strings.
Yeah.
What you gonna do when you touch down in ATL?
Man, shows like that's the biggest thing for me. Just up and running. I already got music ready and all that, so just shows hitting the town. There's so many different spots, so many different type of artists that perform at so many different events. And it's like, not just that, I want to be in the mix of the mixed genre. You know what I'm saying? So just even with me, creatively, stepping up, the type of music I bring to the table. I like to get, inspiration from everywhere. So it's like definitely shows that, because, especially out there, everybody's at everything. Just like back in the day when New York was that. That's where hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? So, it's moved. You know what I mean? Everybody's transitioning to that central place now. So, you could find anybody walking up. Like, matter of fact, when I was down there back in for the A3C, I'm in this spot that looked like matter of fact, same type of spot, like this type of building, right? So had the backyard, they had the vendors outside and this, that, and the third. So it just looked, it was kind of light in there for real. It was an open mic joint. Next thing I know, I see a tour bus in the back pull up, probably like 30 dudes hop out, come through the fence. It's Mike Will and DJ Esco. And they came to watch their little homies do the open mic. The sound system sucked too. So I'm just saying that to say, like, a regular spot. We were just there chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody can show up anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
So, that's what I hear a lot of my peoples down there always tell me. So, they get some things set up for me now. So, I'm just trying to come there like new kid on the block for real, bringing that energy from, where I'm from, and, just trying to show them what it is for real.
I think it's a good look. It's a good move. It's always takes courage.
Yeah.
To move to a new place.
Yeah.
Any change. It takes courage to move to a new school.
Yeah.
So moving to another state. I remember when I moved down there in 2004.
Right.
And it was the only people that I knew down there. I knew Frank Ski.
Yeah.
I knew Bubby Love.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Tay Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And two guys that I came down there with.
Right.
That's all I knew. I got some cousins down there, but I didn't really know them.
Right.
And that was it. And then we just built from there. But it's good to have a team, and you got some people down there.
Yeah.
And I can definitely help you with some plugs down there as well.
Appreciate that.
I think you're going to do well. You have a very versatile sound.
Yeah.
And it's not like we had some songs here that are Baltimore artists.
Yeah.
And I've done parties down there. I've tried to sneak in a couple of records that were straight Baltimore records, like Tim Trees.
Right. Okay.
And so during that 04 time period, I tried to sneak in like Bankrolls or some of those type of songs, and it didn't. They instantly was like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
And I try to mix it in between two Atlanta records that they knew, because that's how you break a record.
Exactly.
Sandwich it in between two records that they know.
Exactly.
And it would just kind of like, this is too different. And I thought maybe after time I could do it, but I was kind of hesitant. I didn't really know. But you have the type of voice and the subject matter that could work for Atlanta and Atlanta records, and I think you're going to do really good.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
How can people stay in touch with you and see what's going on with you?
Definitely Instagram. Just follow me at Rayvic, RAYVIC. Facebook at I am Rayvic. Hit me on Twitter, Rayvic HD. Social media, you know what it is. Absolutely. It's the key to everybody for real. I remember a point in time when you had to write a letter, to reach somebody, let alone like getting on the computer, be able to Google somebody's name and exactly where they at. You know what I'm saying? So,
Any shout outs you want to send out?
Man, I just want to shout out the whole town. It's like all the MCs, all the up and coming artists, period. You know what I'm saying, out there that's, trying to do their thing. And like I always say, it's like, just don't stop. Because when you stop, that's when you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got so many people out there, just with their opinions. And a lot of people let other people's opinions affect them and what they do. And you just got to block that out. You know what I mean? Shout out to J. Perro, VIP Gutter. We performing tonight down the Reverb spot on North Charles Street. So, shout out.
What time is that?
That's down around 8:30. My homie Jay Sully, his CD release party. So shout out to Jay Sully. you know what I'm saying, and all the other artists in town. And, you know, shout out to you for, you know, get me up on here, you know what I'm saying, and Radio Fire. And, you know, just always enjoy coming up here, kicking it with y'all anyway. So,
Absolutely,
you know.
absolutely. You know, whatever you got going on, we definitely want to help with that. And like I said, I'm down there often. I'll be down there next month.
Yeah.
As well. Like I said, I'll be down there in July. I'll be down there in September.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely gotta link up with you.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So you know, all right. So one time for Ray Vic coming through.
Yeah.
All right. And so you know, you got a lot of records that I like. So I hope you don't mind me sending it to my DJ mailing list.
Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
All right. So I got one tape saying that, y'all. So just so you know.
Please do.
All right. Stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah.